actually live this time.
Hello, my friends. So, okay, man, tech is so much fun to learn on the fly. Here's what we're talking about today, how to make money as a Pilates instructor. And I know that many of you are here because we make amazing tutorials, and we have been for many years, and it's allowed us to do a lot of amazing things in this Pilates community. But one of the DMs I get so often from a lot of you is, I love teaching Pilates. I wish I could do it as a living. I teach Pilates, but I can't make money doing Pilates, and some sort of form of, I'm not making enough doing this, and as if it's not possible. And I'm here to tell you that it is absolutely possible to make money teaching Pilates, and you don't have to have a big studio to do it. You can be a solo teacher and make the money you want to make teaching Pilates.
Yeah.
This is Brad,
Hi,
by the way.
My name's Brad.
He's usually behind the camera making sure I'm live, and so it was so fun for him to be on this side making sure that we're live.
Yeah, I mean, what Leslie, I remember when Leslie was first leaving a big corporate gym, and most of the concepts that were talked about with inside this space were, I wish that I could teach full time, but there's no money in Pilates, so yeah. I guess I just love what I teach, and I'll work 5 hours a week, and that's what it's gonna be, a hobby, a part-time hobby for me. And that idea that there's no money in Pilates is so prevalent throughout the whole industry. I mean, we've been at Pilates conferences where there are 1,000 Pilates people there, and we still hear that. It's like,
yeah. Yeah.
Why would they be coming to this conference if they weren't able to make enough money?
Why would anybody invest in it? And the truth is that the reason why franchises exist is because there is money to be made in this industry.
Sure.
And oftentimes it's just that you were not set up for that. Let's just be really clear. Most training programs don't have the time or the information to actually give you the business of Pilates. And that's because there's actually so many different ways you can run your Pilates business. Like, literally, there's not one way to make Pilates money in this industry. There are hundreds of ways to make it. We've seen it because we've coached. In the last 5 years alone, we've coached over 2,000 businesses in this industry, and we've watched them survive and thrive, and it's really amazing. And so I'm on a mission, more bodies doing Pilates. It's why this channel exists. It's why we do all the tutorials we do. It's why we do the flashcards that we do. But I can't teach everybody. Many of you are teachers, and if you're not teaching the people that you want to teach, not only are less bodies doing Pilates, but then we might lose you as a teacher in this industry, and that would really bother me. That would actually hurt me, because you're the only person who can do what you do the way that you do it.
Yeah, so our mission with onlinepilatesclasses.com is more bodies doing Pilates. And like Leslie just said, it's not possible for us to teach everybody, but what we can do is empower you as a teacher to teach the people that you're teaching, which helps further the mission of more bodies doing Pilates.
Yeah.
So that's why we have a second company, a second brand called Profitable Pilates. And with Profitable Pilates, we've been coaching fitness business owners now for years. And we've been doing different events, and Leslie used to fly all over the world to speak about fitness business, and now we have a coaching group on profitablepilates.com, and we have something very exciting that we only do 2 times a year, and it is starting this Sunday, September 18th.
Yeah. So what it is called, it's called Agency Mini. It's a mini version of our agency program, which is our ongoing coaching program that is almost 5 years old, which is incredible. And what happens is, during that week, not only do we help make sure that you know your numbers so that you can make money teaching Pilates, while we don't do templates for our coaching, we have a formula that we run every business through to make sure, whether you teach by yourself or you have a studio or multiple studios, that your rates and your schedule equal the money that you want to make in this business. So whatever that number is, we are going to help you make it, right? So we'll find a way to make that happen, and that's what's really fun. So
we're super good at revealing the path.
Yeah.
Right? And then you go execute it. but we can help you figure it out.
And so it starts on the 18th, and what you'll do is you'll learn your numbers. We'll also go over clarity in your business. And so I'm a really big believer that if you are trying to tell everybody about Pilates, you're literally talking to 0 people. And there's proven concepts and books and tons of marketing research out there that basically says if you are literally just saying, buy my Pilates class, sign up for my Pilates class, come do Pilates with me, no one's listening.
Buy my stuff.
Yeah, you can yell, and the louder you yell, the more people's
they just
don't listen. And it's not because they don't like you. It's not because you're not great at what you do. In fact, the reason I got into coaching business, Pilates teachers and fitness instructors in business is because I saw the best instructors in Los Angeles without enough clients. And I was like, you're the best. Like, I'm taking from you, and you don't have enough clients. And so what I realized is that the way that a lot of people think about marketing is like, here's what my class schedule is. Here, I got 2 more spots left this week. That doesn't solve people's problems. So what we actually go over in our first day of Agency Mini is how to actually get your message out there to the right people.
Yeah.
Very much clarity on that. And then we spend the entire week answering any question you've ever had about running your business. Anything. So that is, you can throw out 17 ideas you've thought about doing, and we can literally help you organize, like, when should we be doing those 17 ideas, or if you should be doing those 17 ideas. Because a lot of people want to do what we do, and then when we explain how to do that, sometimes like, oh, that is actually, like, I really love what I'm doing over here. Actually, I'm going to stick with that. And that's fine too.
That's true. Sometimes when we lift the hood, people are like, that's what's involved? Oh, okay. I actually like what I'm doing right now. I don't need to get into all that.
Yeah.
Other times people are like, thank you so much for lifting the hood. This is amazing to see how it all works. And they want to go pursue that too.
And then they can go pursue it, and then they have the next steps. And that's exactly what we want, is we want you to have the next steps, because sometimes you can have these amazing ideas, but you feel overwhelmed and stuck around what to do next. And so we are completely, like, open. What would you call that? Like, we're very open about sharing how to do things.
We're transparent.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. That's why I was here.
And I mean, I think that a lot of people, especially when you work at another space, or you're not teaching the amount of hours that you want to teach or whatever, there's so much fear that is associated with taking the leap, or, you know, we've heard all these phrases, take a leap and the net will appear, all that kind of stuff. Well, you know, the thing that, here's where we can help be your guides. We have gone through most of these steps here. The only thing that we haven't done is owned 100 studios. You know, otherwise we've been in all of the positions, whether it was in corporate, up in management, whether it was owning a boutique studio of our own, whether it was teaching at somebody else's space, teaching at our space, traveling to people's houses,
I've
these
been an
situations.
employee, I've been a teacher trainer, I've led retreats, we own an online platform.
Yeah.
I now have a home studio. And I've ran 9 studios at one point for hundreds of teachers. So I absolutely have been in almost all the shoes that you want to be in.
Yep.
And I can really help pull back the curtain and make sure that you are making the best choice based on the goals that you want to have, that we help you find the path that's going to take you there.
And that's going to reduce that fear, that anxiety of, like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. That's literally why we are here, is to help you understand the next steps of your journey.
Yeah. And so how you get all of this is actually, you go to profitablepilates.com/mini. So profitablepilates.com/mini, MINI. You want to sign up, you can be anywhere in the world, sign up. We have a replay for Sunday's webinar. We have a Q&A call on Thursday next week. There's a replay on that as well for 3 days each one. During that week, we will answer any question you have. We do not run this again this year. The next one will not be until early next year. And if you tell me you're going to wait till the next one, I am really,
watch out.
I'm so sad for you. Actually, I'm frustrated. You're selfish because you're selfish.
Our dog just sat up worried, like looking at her.
Because you're the only person who can do what you do the way that you do it. You're it. You're all it. The people that you are on this planet to teach, you're the only person who can do that for them. Yeah. And you're literally going to go, nope, going to wait 4 to 5 months before I even get the tools and the support to reach them, where I can solve their problems. You're going to tell me that you're going to put off 5 months of possibly making the money that you need to make today until next year? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why? And it's $62.50.
Yeah.
Like the most you could lose on this is $62.50, but
Yeah.
you could gain thousands of dollars.
This is for if you are an employee and you're thinking about moving on to, take your own clients. If you are renting from somebody else's studio, if you have your own space, if you have a home-based studio, or even if you're a studio owner with a big team, or maybe even multiple locations. We have been coaching people literally from $700 worth of income up to 7 figures worth of income, and we've been doing this for many, many years. So it is for all those people. Who is it not for? If you have previously been in agency, Agency Mini is not for you. Just talk to us about agency. Again, who else is it not for?
If you are happy being an employee, you like where you work, it's not for you. And I'll tell you why. Because I can't change how much you get paid, and I can't change how much your studio charges. So there's not a lot I can do. This is for you if you have other ideas that in the industry that you would like us to help you with.
Yeah.
But if you are content being an employee somewhere and you have no desire to leave that, then there's a safety there, there's healthcare there, whatever. You don't want to market things. It's not for you, but it is for your studio owner, so you can send them.
It will be for your studio owner.
Yeah, because they'll get love and support on how to best manage their studio, make sure they're paying you guys top dollar, things like that.
Another question that we get asked a lot is, how much time is this actually going to take to go through this program next week? So what we encourage you to do is set aside time on Sunday afternoon at noon Pacific time for 90 minutes. That's going to be a webinar. We're going to have some question and answer a little bit in there. We're going to give you some homework for the week. And then we are inviting you into a private Facebook group where you can post that homework, and then we can talk about it. And then you can also post any other question that you have about your business, right? So during the week, you should probably set aside a little bit of time to be in the Facebook group so you can read our responses, you can ask those questions. Probably 15 to 20 minutes a day is enough to at least get started. You may find you're coming back more because there's such good information in there. There's other great questions from the rest of the group that's going to inspire you. And then on Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, we're going to have a group call, and it's so much fun. Everyone who's in Agency Mini will join us live on a Zoom call, and you get to actually listen to people ask questions, and you get to put yourself in their shoes and say, would I do that? Is that a good question for me? How can this be applied to what I'm working on right now? It's an incredible way to kind of crowdsource questions and information for you.
You also get a ton of confidence because you're like, oh, I did that, and it worked. And we're oh, it's gonna make you feel super good about the things you have done. So look, here's the deal.
You're also gonna get a chance to actually meet Leslie, meet me. You're gonna get a chance to meet some of our other coaches that are in there. Mm-hmm. Shh, this is a surprise.
Yeah.
But we have some additional coaches, and they're amazing coaches. I can't wait for you to meet them. They're gonna really inspire you as well. And basically by the end of this week, you are going to have a very solid understanding of what is the problem that you solve and who is it for, how do you connect that to them, and then what do you charge them. Literally the specific numbers of what you should be charging for your rates.
Yeah, and if you join today, you can actually get into the group early and you can start to see all the prep homework we gave to those people who already have signed up. There's over 80 people who've already signed up and started working on and they're already getting wins because literally some of this information just is easily applicable to the business that you have right now. And so I like I said, I feel sorry for those of you who aren't going to do this. I do think it's a little selfish if you're like, I'm going to wait till next time. I really do want you to have this information. Whether or not you continue to coach with us or not doesn't matter to me. This is my way of truly helping this industry grow and expand beyond where it's expanded and get more and more bodies seeing how amazing you are as a teacher. So go to profitablepilates.com/mini to snag your spot. Work with us all week long. Let's have some fun and let's help you make some money.
I'm all about it.
All right, thank you. See you there.
Bye now.